Yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. And obviously, I've said this before, but Mortal Kombat 11 is obviously on its last legs, right? The game seems to be pretty stale. We haven't got an update in a while. We really don't know what's coming next, but the game is successful, right? That's one thing this game has been, sold over 8 million copies. The expansions did well, etc., right? The game has sold very, very successfully, probably the most successful NRS game to date. And the thing about companies is they like money. WB, AT&T, NetherRealm, whoever you want to say is pulling the strings, they'll probably go with what's working, especially considering the current state of the world, and how it was last year and things getting slowed down and pushed back. So it seems like, they want to keep adding to this game. So the long and short is, I'm saying something is coming. And I mean, Mortal Kombat is extremely successful. If you disagree, I mean, they got a movie coming out. They literally tried to make a Mortal Kombat kids show. Granted, it didn't happen, but just note that they tried to do it, right? They want this IP to be huge. They want to still make more money off of it, right? So something is coming. I mean, we don't have like cold, hard, 100% proof of anything, but there have been a lot of signs for a while, right? There's been little things here and there, like, oh, hey, when the Ultimate got, before Ultimate got announced, there was some leaks and some information, and people were like, there was some data mining that was suggested movie skins, right? Then we got movie skins, but not the movie skins that we thought we were getting from the data mine. So where did those go, right? And then you start to see things like, people who have worked or do work for NetherRealm saying things or posting things on social media, and it's like, wait a minute. And you have Ed Boon just posting a random Reptile video saying Reptile for KP3. So basically what I'm saying is Combat Pack 3 is coming. Obviously I can't prove that, but I think it's a safe bet to expect more content for this game. But I think the more important question is, what do we want? Like, do we even want more content for this game, right? Obviously, we don't we don't decide what we get, right? The studio decides that, and like I said, these studios want money, and the game's been very successful as far as sales, you know what I mean? So they made a shit ton of money. The pandemic probably made it harder for them to, shell out a new game anyway, so they're like, fuck it, we can just update this one. And as we've seen in the past, the characters have been very half-baked, half-cooked, and, it is what it is. But I think it's really important, though, like, because we're going to get what we get, right? Like, if we get, Combat Pack 3 or whatever, that's cool, but I think it's more important for us to let the developer know, hey, a lot of shit is going to have to change. Like, if there's not an overhaul patch that comes with whatever update we get, I don't think it's going to be even fun to play. Like, I don't even think it's going to matter. I think it'll be a week or two of fake hype, content creators going crazy for a week or two, and then back to normal. And that'll suck, because then that's really just us giving our money, kind of getting played for, another $15-$20 or whatever it's going to cost. Because I'm anticipating the Combat Pack 3 of like 3 characters. That's what I'm guessing. Probably a guest character, probably a ninja, and probably a female character. Like, I'm anticipating, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even get to like where this comes from. I didn't even get to where I get this from, right? So basically, I've been kind of thinking this for a while. You have things like a couple of months ago, I think Katana and Melina, or not months ago, a couple of weeks ago, you see Katana and Melina's voice actress post like videos of her, in the booth. But I think she does that a lot, right? Then you see, I think a week or two ago, Richard Epcar, who's Raiden's voice actor and works at NetherRealm, him posting him back in the studio saying, back to work. Then you see, I think yesterday, Phil Lamar posts the same thing, right? And obviously voice actors do voice work. They work for a lot of studios and a lot of games. That doesn't prove anything, right? But just one thing to note. But then you go back to last year and the whole Ash Williams fiasco, where I'm pretty sure he was leaked in 100% in the game. And I'm pretty sure they were teasing him and they kind of announced him on accident, but he's not in the game anywhere. And it didn't happen, right? But then you remember the same guy, Richard Epcar, was on a live last year saying, oh yeah, he's going to be in Mortal Kombat. He's in the new pack.
Is Bruce Campbell going to be oh, that's right. Bruce Campbell will be in Mortal Kombat. That's right. He's going to be part of the new package.
And then Ultimate got announced and he wasn't in it. But you got to remember, these things are way in advance, right? You know what I mean? They're not, when they decide a character is going to be in the game, it's not like, oh, we did this, we started working on this today and it's coming out next month. It's way in advance. Like Ed Boon teased that Rain fatality like a year before he got it in the game, right? So it's not like when they say shit like that, it doesn't mean that, oh, but he wasn't in the pack, so it's not happening. It's like, nah, he could have been talking about Combat Pack 3 before we got Combat Pack 2. Just, you know, just another thing to note. Obviously, like I said, Ed Boon tweeted a random reptile video in December as well. Knowing Ed Boon, he is a troll, but Ed Boon always does this type of shit where he'll just say a character like, before, like, I think a year or something before Injustice 2 came out, he just tweeted Sub-Zero and Raiden. Nobody knew why. Come to find out, those are the two MK characters that ended up in Injustice 2, right? But he does this shit where he'll just tweet something about a character or just tweet something Mortal Kombat related with no context whatsoever, and then later on it'll be exactly what it is. And that's just one example. If you know Ed Boon's Twitter, if you know, you know. Another thing that had me like, another thing is the movie's coming out. Mortal Kombat movie's coming out in April. You know what I mean? So they do, I'm sure they anticipate a spike in sales of the game after people watch the movie. I'm sure they're gonna do something. I mean, hell, like I said, there was a data mine before Ultimate got completely announced. That's when Rain, Melina, and Rambo got leaked. But there was also something that was in the files for skins that said Rain TW, and people deduced that it was Tyrone Wiggins, who was like the actor for Rain in the Mortal Kombat movie in the 90s. And that was when we first started talking about movie skins, and then movie skins did happen, but that skin did happen. You know what I mean? So like there's been a lot of things to hint towards, hey, maybe we're getting more, maybe we're getting more. And just NetherRealm being so silent, it's kind of like when Aftermath came out, right? Aftermath dropped in May, and then they went dark. We didn't hear anything at all until like October. Right? It was like 4.5 months of just silence with NetherRealm. No patch, no nothing, no nothing. Right? Now, granted, we got a small patch for this game, but that was after the whole why did NRS do this fiasco with Shiva being so busted. But it was a tiny patch, so I knew, like, you know what I mean? That wasn't there to be like a big overhaul change or anything like that. So, I guess my last point would be the pro competition that's currently going on, which I think is trash and I wouldn't encourage anybody to play in. But the Mortal Kombat pro competition run by NetherRealm, or, you know, kind of overseen by them, is going right now. And that runs into like June. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know what I mean, the game is going to be stagnant in this place, but in the next month, in the next 2 months, I feel like it's almost certain that they're going to announce something. I feel like Injustice 3 just got put on the back burner. They said, fuck it, Mortal Kombat's doing great. You know, the pandemic probably slowed them down. They're probably working from home. It looks like a lot of them are still working from home based on like the pictures and stuff the voice actors are doing. And I believe Sylvester Stallone said when he recorded his Rambo lines, he just did it from the crib. So, you know, it looks like Combat Pack 3 is coming, but I honestly think it's more important to know as a community, like, what do we even want? Do we even want that? And if we get it and don't want it, what do we want? Because we'll have NetherRealm's attention once this drops, right? When Combat Pack 2 dropped and Melina came out, they went back a year, 2 years, and retweeted and replied to everybody that said, where's Melina, right? Like, she's right here. Like, you know what I mean? And they're not going to do that again. But at the very least, they'll be eyeing the community, or they've been watching the community this entire time. So I say to y'all, the MK community, the NRS community, what do y'all want? Can this game be saved? Do you think they should just move on from this game? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Obviously, I have issues with this game. I think this game is a very bad fighting game. I really just want them to fix this game before adding more characters. More characters can be cool. Like, they add Reptile, dope. If they add Ermac, my favorite MK character, dope. If they add Ash Williams, cool. But at the end of the day, I feel like the characters are not going to change the game. So it'll be cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look, cool, that character. Oh, my God. And you see their trailer, oh, shit, that's hype. And then once they come out, you play them for a week and realize you're still playing the same shitty-ass game, and the game is still super toxic, super rage-inducing, and you're back in the same place, except NetherRealm just took more of your money. So let's try to avoid that, in my opinion. But let me know yours. If y'all enjoy the content, please subscribe. I'm going to get out of here. JSF, y'all stay safe. Peace.